Everybody's judge is the point. Everybody's judge. I'm judge again. What do you mean by that? I have friends of every color and every creed, and ass come in every color. And that's how I believe, and that's you're only a fool if you don't.
An MTV News report from the 90s when Pantera was accused of racism.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you watched this or not, but
I didn't, but I saw you sent it, so this will be good.
Yeah, I realized that I've been talking about Pantera.
It reminds me of... I was going to say, it reminds me of that fucking Rob Halford video I watched a long time ago where he was like, I think it was called the same thing, or not Pantera's Races. It was called Racism in Metal, and it was just about Phil Anselmo's whole...
Yeah. There's
still, I don't know, I still see a lot of that too, like in Instagram comments or whatever. I'm sure some of it is manufactured, but it's weird to me. Like everyone's like, oh, Pantera's good except for Phil and the racists or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there's like a clip of Dimebag saying the N-word. I'm like, okay. First of all,
my dad
this was
used
the
to...
90s, and second of all, okay. Obviously, from like me personally, I've heard like there's a bunch of white people that say the N-word still, and I personally think it's distasteful to like just be out there like fucking slanging it around. But I don't think you're a racist piece of shit if you say the N-word. You know what I mean? Like it's not cool. I'm not gonna like fucking celebrate it, but like it's right. I don't know. There's also, like you know what I mean?
People lack context.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of saying. It's like he didn't call someone the N-word and like fucking cuss out a black lady or something. Like, not that it's that guy, okay, but I don't know.
What's that guy's name? There's a guy, and Rogan's had him, but he's a black dude who went out and like met Nazis and Klan members and like became friends with them.
Was it Daryl something Davis?
It might be Davis. You might be right. Yeah, but anyway, it's like. It's funny to me how the new thing the last couple of years has been like, oh, like if someone's a Nazi, we should punch him in the face or whatever. And it's like, okay, listen. Yes, if they're doing something that's like threateningly racist, like if there's a Nazi like saying the N-word and like threatening a black person or a friend, then I will punch that guy in the face. But just because of, like that guy's a Nazi, punch him in the face. Everyone's a fucking Nazi these days.
Well, and now if you criticize it, you know, you're a Nazi. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's kind of like Boy Who Cried Wolf now with that kind. It's the same shit with Russia and all that stuff. It's kind of like.
So with that in mind, let's take a trip back to 1994.
Okay.
And watch this MTV
when this was all beginning, when the internet was starting to.
This is like way before cancel culture.
Ever since the thrash rant band Pantera topped the charts with its new album Far Beyond Driven, there's been media mumbling about the alleged racism of the group's lyrics. Quick check.
So I pause right there. First of all, thrash rant band, but second of all, someone in the comments said this, and I just realized Kurt Loder here said it out loud. Ever since they debuted at #1. As soon as they hit, I was like, oh, look, what can we find to tank these guys? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, okay, in their lyrics, I don't know what song are you, let's hear it. Like, what song
read Phil's, listen, he actually does quote some lyrics. It's actually he's pretty fair. I'll give him some credit.
Okay.
Of the lyric sheet reveals nothing beyond the usual apocalyptic hardcore spew, although such phrases as building a blood and kill them all may strike some non-fans as vaguely unsettling. We spoke to Pantera about all this recently, and in our interview with frontman Phil Anselmo, you'll notice he's wearing a t-shirt bearing the Triskelion, a circle of 3 interlocked 7s that's well known as a white suit.
I just realized I want to start a band called Vaguely Unsettling. Don't get us copyright.
Without any reservation at all about saying so.
Far Beyond Driven, Pantera's third major label release, surprised just about everybody when it debuted at #1 on the album chart a month ago.
That's so bad.
Well, I think we expected to be in the top 10. I don't know if we really thought it could do #1, but you know the reason why it happened is not because of any crazy thing or there wasn't anything else out there, just because. We spent 4 years on the road for the last 2 records, touring nonstop. We got the most devoted, loyal fans out there. And when the record came out, bam, they went and got it.
Even though Far Beyond Driven has dropped down the album chart almost as fast as it topped it, the band has continuously been supporting their album through in-store appearances and a club tour which incites this type of fan reaction.
High energy.
Way high energy. Audience is part of the show. They move as much as we do.
Absolutely.
So that's a white
it's a total
supremacy
feeling
shirt,
from the
they're
band
saying?
and the audience.
That's why we write the songs.
That shirt is actually,
not for the radio.
hold on a sec. That shirt is a carnivore shirt. It's Peter Steele's band before Typo Negative. That's what Phil's wearing. It's a carnivore t-shirt.
Is that symbols like related to?
So that symbol has been linked to white supremacists.
Okay.
And you could say that about several different things. But I will say this. Peter Steele was definitely had a little bit of racism in him. If you ever listen to that guy talk, like
he's from the Bronx.
Yeah, I mean, but also I don't think, again, put it in context. Like he's not like out there trying to kill black people.
Well, and they also had a song called "Kill All the White People," which was like kind of a joke, but
it's
like
a tongue-in-cheek joke. Yeah,
it's also a good point. Like it's kind of like,
right,
you know, like you can't just kill all the white people. You know, like,
right.
That'll make everything better.
That's
you know,
a great
so it's
song.
so he's I'm sure, but also that's probably part of the reason. My thinking too is he was like good at like stirring shit up. Like he was like, I'm gonna put my fucking band logo as a fucking
Nazi symbol,
this symbol to make people pissed off or whatever. I
mean, the lyrics of that song are so great. He's like, right wing commies, leftist Nazis, point their fingers.
And that little breakdown where they do like the we interviews free publicity.
Yes.
Down.
That's a great point. He's telling us in his lyrics that he's trolling. These guys were trolls before it was cool.
So that could be part of it. You know, who knows?
Yeah, totally.
There's two sides to it. Maybe he was just being a dick, but who knows?
And again, to me, it's like, look, you show me someone that's doing blatant, like violently, like trying to do violently racist stuff. Like, I'm gonna react to that. But like, just calling someone that's like the new.
Like if Pantera was like, "Oh, we no black people allowed at our shows," then I'd be like, "Okay, Pantera's racist." But like, that's not what they. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's Phil has a rant on one point where he's talking about rap and stuff, and at this time, music was kind of like siloed like that a lot more than it is now, where like people who listen to rap were like, it was all gangster rap, so it was all like, yeah, pop motherfucker, you know.
Then Kanye came out.
I shouldn't say it was all gangster rap. It wasn't.
Oh yeah, well there was like Souls of Mischief and
Tribe Called
Quest.
Farside
and Tribe Called Quest.
Let's finish this.
Thanks for the demo and thanks for the joint. You strapped to it, man. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I'm about to
throw your demo on stage.
I'm gonna do that
with the joint.
Samo also thinks it's cool to write controversial lyrics. Lyrics some have called racist and homophobic. Whether they are or not, Anselmo does not like to answer for those provocative lyrics, which he loves to write.
Everybody's judge is the point. Everybody's judge. I'm judge. Again. What do you mean by that? I have friends of every color and every creed, and ass come in every color. And that's how I believe, and that's you're only a fool if you don't.
Well then, some fools seem to have found their way to Pantera.
Yeah.
See?
Kids that come
like, is that a fucking Fed or something? Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's my thought nowadays. Is like
that guy was holding a Nazi flag at the Bernie Sanders rally a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was there at January 6th.
Whatever, yell white power. Well, all I got to say about that is I ain't them kids, and them kids are gonna yell what they're gonna yell anyway.
Yeah, okay. I have a great point to that. Every single my high school was 95% white people, Jewish people, or white people. Pretty much most of them would say the N-word. And it's like, okay, if you want to go with that route, I want to see all those fuckers at a Travis Scott concert or whoever's at a Post, whatever. Like, are you gonna hold that same energy when like they're all saying shit like that? Like, it's the same fucking thing, but like, you can't hold the person's fans accountable for their fucking dumb shit they say, like just because it doesn't. Yeah, that's stupid.
That's why I love Kanye. He's like, okay, white people, if you're gonna sing along with my lyrics, you can say the N-word.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's the thing too, is it's like from the 90s on, you have generations of people of all races who grew up loving hip hop, American music, and half the lyric sheet is the N-word.
Well, and like I said, I personally don't care.
I don't say it, yeah.
But I'm not gonna call you a racist fucker or whatever if you do say it. I probably would. I don't know. It depends on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna like punch you in the face for saying it. Like, that's not.
I love Kill Tony too.
Unless you're like really calling some, like.
Yeah, those roast comedians and shit, people that they make racial jokes, they say all kinds of shit, and it's like you gotta. Again, if you live in a big city, I can't remember who was saying this, but he's like, I grew up in New York, dude. We all fucking razzed each other with racial jokes and shit when we were kids. That's just how New York is. I think it was Andrew Schultz, actually.
Yeah, and it's not like, it's weird. It's not like you're legitimately being prejudiced. You're just kind of like
rolling with the punches.
Especially when you're a kid, that's the easiest thing to like.
Yeah, because and people will come up to you, hey, you crack a little corny little white. So it's like it goes both ways in that.
Well, in my case, everyone acted like they were.
Pantera will be making its way across the country this summer on a more extensive tour, playing larger venues with their friends Sepultura and Biohazard.
To me, it feels good to be able to go headline and take some of your favorite bands on tour with you and give them the exposure that somebody else did for you somewhere down the line. It's going to be the best, one of the best tours of the summer, if not the best. Absolutely.
Pantera, Sepultura, and Biohazard.
Asked if she knew the meaning of that T-shirt symbol and someone was wearing it.
He's a white supremacist, but he's got Sepultura opening, a Brazilian band. Like,
this is the last.
It sounded like he screamed "white power" too. I was laughing at that. He's like, "White power."
Have you seen the Power Rangers meme where they're like pink power, blue power, and the White Ranger's like,
No, but that's funny.
Someone was wearing a Pantera. Publicist said clothes are not the issue.
Anyway, cancel culture is a real thing, and back then it was kind of like, and still it's like Daryl had a Confederate flag. He had a Confederate flag guitar for a while. It's so funny too, because me as a white kid from Utah, I didn't even really think twice about it. You know what I mean? And Joey said something to me a couple of years ago when I first met him that made a lot of sense, because he was like talking about how being a white kid who grew up in like rural Minnesota, he would say things that were racially insensitive, and he didn't even know that they were insensitive because of the way that he grew up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like there's plenty of people,
and your parents too. That's the thing too. It's so true. Like, obviously that's not an excuse, but like, again, culture is a huge thing that people have to remember. Is like America has so much different culture. In fucking the same state can have like 700 different culture fucking.
Oh, I mean, look at California.
You know what I mean, yeah. So
California's got everything.
And they're from Texas.
Yeah, Texas is that's how Texas was. It's a very,
and I think nowadays too. I mean, they've already probably addressed it, but I think because I'm sure they would have gotten if Diamond and Vinny were still alive and playing shows, they would have gotten canceled or some shit for that. And I guarantee if they were asked about it, they would have said like, we absolutely not. Like, we do not. We're not racist. We're not like, that was a time we didn't understand. Like, they would totally be like.
Phil's been fighting this because then he did the thing a couple years ago at the Dime Bash where he did the Nazi salute.
Yeah, that's what Rob
Flynn.
His name? I said Rob Halper earlier, I think, but I meant Rob Flynn. Yeah.